Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. We have to dive into something. Somebody has just pointed out controversy with one of Meghan's products that now I'm obsessed with. I'm going to get you obsessed with it too. If you're new here, I'm Jen. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up, leave me comments, as all those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. I sincerely appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, I do have my second channel. It's Goose Adventures. I'm detailing how I've recently been through a pretty big transformation. I lost about 140 pounds. I did it drug-free and surgery-free, and I'm talking about what I did, how I did it, what I ate, how I work out, all that stuff. Check it out if you're interested in that. All right, let's talk. I'm so glad you're here. So, I've been recapping the show with Love Megan Part 2. So definitely keep watching those if you're interested in that. But I also understand some of you guys are like, I just can't. I can't. I get it. So this is going to be like social media reactions and things like that. I just have to talk about some stuff, including this what might call it, the new scam jam, if you will. There's a reason my name is this today. We're going to get into that. But I realized that what's really happening is people are still just completely shocked over her disaster interview with Bloomberg. I'm obsessed with that too. If you missed it, this is one of my favorite videos I've done recently. Definitely go back and watch this. I broke down all the counterpoints to all the ridiculous claims she made in this interview. So definitely go watch that. And thank you to all the wonderful feedback I've received from that video. I really appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at what's going on social media because there's a lot. Starting with this one by Meghan Markle, parody, friend of the show. Darkest chapter of my oppression. They made me wear pantyhose. Oh my goodness gracious. And I would like to point out that she's holding a victim spice latte. I thought that was brilliant. This is so clever. I love this person's sense of humor. Very funny. I really enjoyed that a lot. Let's take a look and see what people are saying about that. Polly Rubino says wearing pantyhose makes me feel inauthentic, and then you can decide what's happening there. I found it pretty funny. There's that. All right. And then Kylier says it's truly unreal. Poor dear. Nothing will repair that damage. Not even a gifted £1,000,000 wardrobe from a future British king. Oh my goodness. Again, that's why I said go back and watch my video, Meghan at her worst, because I broke down every counterpoint to this. I'm not going to go back over it all. You can find it here of how ridiculous this claim is about the pantyhose and that she's still whining about this. Okay. Meghan Markle parody says the disconnect is wild. She spews this stuff with zero comprehension of how tone deaf and out of touch it comes across. Exactly. That is exactly it. And how many years later we're still at it. They're not talking about you, but you're talking about them, Meghan. All right. And then we have this one again pointing out the victim spice latte. I love the clever details like this. Pretty funny. All right. Defense Straight, hopefully I'm saying that right, says, Defense Straight says, she has no clue how ridiculous she is. Like there's nothing on earth as bad as Meghan Markle being told she has to follow a rule. I thought that was such a good point. That's it. That seems to be the common theme, the common denominator with a lot of these ongoing grievances and complaints is how dare you. And so many of you guys spoke up in the comments and made such good points about what about like nurses and doctors and I mean just most professions where you have to wear some sort of dress code. How is that different? Are they being oppressed too? No, it just makes sense with whatever your line of work is or whatever the situation is. She's just absolutely ridiculous. Mary Lou says, didn't you wear uniforms at Immaculate Heart? I thought that was such a good point. Didn't you wear uniforms at Immaculate Heart? Didn't you wear a mini dress and a briefcase at Deal or No Deal? Don't you wear yoga clothes for yoga? Don't you wear the whitest dress ever at your wedding? Didn't you insist on a tiara? You ungrateful hypocrite. That's exactly. It's such a good point. And then we have this one. No pantyhose, more sausages. Excellent. All right. Okay, then we have this post here, something that I've been talking about in my coverage of With Love, Megan. Um, Still with the not able to call him anything other than my husband. She did call him H once. Other than that, it's just my husband. Uh, she did call him partner as well, but never Harry. Never Harry. Again, shout out to John Witherspoon. He's a friend of the show and somebody he's been watching it as well. And we've been talking about this. And I said I felt like she didn't want the attention off of her. She likes to make it about herself. She likes to remind everyone that she's the center of the universe. And I stand by all that. But he thinks it's more of a belittling to Harry. And I thought, you know what? You're probably right. It's probably both. It's probably somewhere in between those two. But I thought that was such a good point. Belittling to Harry. Because again, in case you missed it, in my earlier video, I talk about how John pointed out that she's doing this thing now on the show where she's again saying my husband, but it's on almost like belittling things, like it's just no respect. So it's things like a producer said something like everybody loves cinnamon, and she's like my husband doesn't. And anybody else in the world, you'd be like, okay, fun fact, cool, whatever. But she does this a lot. Everybody loves lobster. My husband doesn't. And I didn't even think about it till he pointed out it's a little jab and it's a negative jab. So any way to put down my husband, including not fully referring to him as his name, that's what she's doing. I think he's spot on. I think we're all spot on. I think we're all onto something. I think all things are true, honestly. It's a combination of all of it. She's the center of the universe, but then she wants to belittle him. I wonder again, I don't wish bad things on anybody. I really don't. But if they're headed for, if or when, whatever you believe, they're headed for, Splitsville, if it's all setting the stage for that. A lot of you guys predicted in the comments that has already been the case. And so she's just kind of taking swipes at him after the fact. Maybe so. Interesting either way. Okay. She speaks about him as if he's an electrical appliance. I love that. I mean, he's basically an electrical appliance. He's not far off. Although those are useful. I'm not sure if he is, but and then that one put a meme of somebody spitting out their drink, which I thought was funny. Duchess Difficult says it's depersonalizing him. She utilizes a nickname H and his association to her to speak of him. That's kind of the camp that I fall in. I tend to think it's something like that. He does not stand apart. He does not have power or singularity in her mind. He is a thing, a placeholder, not an actual entity that has his own place in the world in her mind. Yeah, that's kind of where I fall as well. I think it's something like that. Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. Again, if it was reversed and anybody, like any husband was referring to his wife or partner, whoever like that, I think it'd be a lot more maybe obvious and people would be like, what's wrong with this guy? Why won't he let his wife have her own identity, her own personality? Why is he taking over like this constantly? And so I say to her, what's wrong with this girl? Why won't she give him anything? It's so weird. Why doesn't he say, you know my name, right? Did you forget it? You know how Chrissy Teigen, if you're not watching With Love, Megan, Chrissy Teigen, it was so ridiculous, had a tattoo of her kids' birthdays and pretended, or maybe not pretended, said that she cannot remember the birthdays. So she had to call her husband and ask one of the kids' birthdays. And I just thought, that is crazy pants. It really is. Even if that's the case, why would you say that? Aren't you going to make the one that you can't remember feel terrible? Why would anybody do that? It's like a bragging thing. And I feel like Megan's birds of a feather. So I wonder if she has H tattooed. She probably just has my husband. She wouldn't tattoo, but tattooed on her so she doesn't forget to call him that. Still, Sandy says also she's insufferable. Well, there is that. Again, Occam's razor. The easiest explanation is usually the correct one. There you go. There is that. She's insufferable. All right. Kel says stripping away names, identity, and individuality is part of the belittling, a reminder that their value only exists in service to the narcissist narrative. Ooh, that's juicy. I think she's onto something with that. Yeah, I think so too. Ownership and attention on herself. I think so. Erasing his identity. Sounds like it. He is unworthy. I think so too. And a possession to be reduced to hers. Awful. All right, this is the part I've been dying to talk to you guys about. Shout out to, again, friend of the show, Princess Carparkle. Hi, Princess Carparkle. She's lovely. She's in the comments sometimes. So she pointed this out. I didn't even realize, with all the madness with Love Meghan, I hadn't even noticed this. Let's talk for like 4 hours about this. How are you going to sell orange marmalade that doesn't contain oranges or even lemon? Orange marmalade is chunky. It's got fruit in it. Meghan Markle has just peel and zest in it. She's got y'all paying $9 for 12 tablespoons of fruit goo. That's wild as ever. Oh my gosh, I did not know about this. Did you guys know about this? Holy cow. So yeah, she's showing orange marmalade. I didn't even realize Meghan was selling orange marmalade. I hadn't looked at the website. $9. Ingredients: organic cane sugar, organic juice, orange peel, organic lemon juice concentrate, fruit pectin. That's it. No actual oranges in this thing. As far as like the rest of the orange, it's so weird. So again, friend of the lady I've been telling you about, Chef Marie, started looking into it too, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's really weird." I've got it here. What are the ingredients to orange marmalade? See, we're doing this on the fly. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, it says it's the pulp, it's the juice of the citrus fruit itself versus she's not doing that. It's just a little bit of orange peel, which I understand is part of it, but there's no more to it. So what are you paying for? Such a small jar, such a small amount, and not even all the ingredients in it. It sounds like that is crazy. All right. So yeah, here you go. $9 servings, approximately 12. That is with 1 tablespoon. So 12 tablespoons of this product for $9. Why would anybody do that? You can go to the grocery store and find amazing versions of this product. Nobody needs this. Who's this for? Supposed to use the whole orange except for the white pith under the peel. That's kind of what Chef Marie was saying as well. From other food processors, an attempt to make the white pith under the peel. Cheaper to buy waste orange peels from other food processors, an attempt to make marmalade over buying whole oranges. I thought this was an interesting take on things. I'm not saying that's what happened. We don't know. But peel only marmalade does not sound appetizing. That's exactly it. I don't understand what's happening with this. And then Catherine points out, it says on here, limit 6 per person. Who in their right mind would buy 1, let alone 6? Exactly that. That is just, I mean, I don't know why I continue to be shocked by Meghan, but I continue to be shocked by Meghan. This is the craziest thing ever. Who's doing this? Who is buying this crap? That much money for so little product and just not even made correctly. That I'm yelling, but that's crazy pants. I can't wrap my head around this. Paddington would be offended. Oh, I know, right? Oh, that makes me think of Her Majesty the Late Queen. I love her. All right. Ew, exactly. Ew. Ew is right. Why use organic cane sugar and lemon when all the other ingredients aren't organic? I don't know. Can you guys answer that? I wondered that too. I don't know how any of this works. Is she claiming that it's organic? Can you do that if a certain percentage of ingredients are organic? I really don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I don't know. It seems like it would make it I really I got nothing. Let me know. I can't make sense out of any of this. I just took from the fridge a jar of my orange marmalade bought at the local supermarket for €2. Oranges. Hey, what about that? The first ingredient is the actual fruit. Oranges, sugar, gelling agent, pectin, lemon juice concentrate, prepared with 65 grams of fruit per 100 grams. Imagine that, actually using what's supposed to be in there. Oh my goodness. All right. You know what? If people are that stupid to support the fraudulent jam maker, then let them eat that slop. I love this person's comment. You ready? Only imp- Sorry, only Empress Inauthentic could manage that. Oh, Empress Inauthentic. Why didn't I think to call her that before? That's pretty great. Empress Inauthentic. Yeah, I'm going to leave this here. I've got to know your thoughts on this one. Do you like marmalade? Let me know in the comments. Would you ever eat this marmalade? Have you ever made marmalade? Do you now have that song Lady Marmalade stuck in your head? Because I do. Let me know. I can't handle this. Like, it's, I'm surprised that I'm still surprised by Meghan, but it's crap like this that keeps me riveted. To sell marmalade that's not actually marmalade. Remember, that was the whole thing before the controversy. She was calling it jam, but then it turns out you can't even call what she's making jam. You have to call it spread. So I'm asking, can this stuff be called marmalade? That is crazy. Again, I want to go back and shout out the person that brought this to my attention. It is Princess Carparkle. Here we go. Princess Carparkle. Make sure you follow her on X. There she is. And she's sometimes here in the comments. So, hi, if you're watching, friend. That is so crazy. 12 tablespoons for $9. Wow. Please don't spend your money on that. In fact, if you stayed tuned this long, let me know in the comments, what would you rather spend your $9 on? Anything else. Absolutely anything. I can't even think of a worse example to spend my money on than marmalade that's not actually marmalade. Fruit goo, I think, is a better way to describe it. I cannot believe this crap. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I keep talking about this, but I want to point out my second channel, Goose Adventures, is where I'm detailing how I lost my weight, what the before and after is like, all that stuff. So find me over there if you're interested in that sort of thing. I have not forgotten about this channel. I got very sick, so I took 2 weeks to recover from that. And then this With Love Meghan has me backed up. So I will get back to regularly posting over there very soon. I have lots more content coming. So check that, but make sure you're subscribed. It's a very supportive flock over there. What else? A huge thank you to all of you who's been so kind and so lovely to me in the comments. It means the whole wide world to me. I really appreciate that. And I will bring you more of With Love Meghan. I'm sorry to say. I'm going to keep going with it. Some of you guys are enjoying my recaps. I appreciate that. Some of you guys are like, I just can't. I get that. That's why I'm doing stuff like this as well to change it up. But as explained before, I'm not on my regular posting schedule. I'm just posting lots. As soon as I make stuff, I just put it out there. So that's what she said. I don't know. So check back lots because I am posting lots. A huge thank you to you all for being so lovely. I can't wait to read your comments on this one. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. Check out the merch. Everything's fine. Everything is not fine with that marmalade. I want to put fruit goo on a shirt. That's kind of gross, but I kind of want to. I don't know. And check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. It's my old name, but it's got tons of new material, lots of bonus content, lots of Harry and Meghan deep dives, but also not them as well. So if you're sick of them and you want to hear me talk about other stuff, I do. I go into like how I do my hair, how I do my makeup, stuff like that. I do all kinds of stuff over there. So check that out. I just started actually playing and going through that horrible interview. I did a long episode last night. It was like 30 minutes long where I really just go for it. So check that out if you're, excuse me, my voice again. Check that out if you're interested. And a huge thank you to my executive Geese and Ganders for your support. And I appreciate that very much. All right, that's going to do it for me. Can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you guys have the best day. And I'll see you all weekend. I'll be here posting. So check back and take care. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye. They're gone. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're new here, this is the thing I do. We stay to the end. We have like a conversation like this. And so many of you guys have now said that this is your favorite part of the show. It's mine too. It's like I get to have just a real, I mean, I'm always having real conversations with you. I carry you guys around with me, but this is like my one-on-one. Let's talk. So let's talk. This With Love Megan show is going to be the death of me. I'm keeping going. I'm not trying to be like a martyr about it. I'm fine, but oh, it is brutal. I've been watching a lot of that and taking notes. It's brutal, but it's fine. I mentioned I'm having Chef Matt come back very soon. We're recording together soon. I cannot wait. Um, yeah, I've got lots going on. So check back lots. What's new with you? Any weekend plans? Let me know in the comments. Anything fun? Don't buy this marmalade. Buy something fun for yourself. Don't buy marmalade. Give it to charity. Donate it to a good cause. Whatever you want to do. Um, but spend it at High Grove. Get some actual jams or marmalades or whatever you want to get. Don't do this. Don't do it. All right. I'm going to leave this here. If you stayed tuned this long, let's see. I just keep thinking about autumn. Autumn's in my head. I'm ready. I just am. I felt like I dressed a little bit witchy poo today. I thought it was fun. I need a broom. So I think I'm ready for fall and autumn, and I'm ready for that time of year. So let me know if you are too. This is coming up on my favorite time of year. I love fall. I love winter. I'm just so excited about that. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. And by the way, thank you to everybody who said that in the last video that Greg and Jamie should give me mouth to mouth. A lot of you picked Prince William for me. Heck yes. And to you, you know who you are. I thought we were cool who picked, was it Andrew to give me mouth to mouth so that way I could be kissing cousins with Meghan. I thought we were cool. I thought you were cooler than that. What are you doing now? It's really funny. I was so grossed out, but also laughing hysterically. Thank you for that. All right. Go back and watch my last video if you're like, what the heck are you talking about? It's a game we played. The episode was so boring, we made up a game in the middle of it. So, all right. Take care. Toodles. Bye. Not Prince Andrew. Oh, I'd rather kiss King Charles. No. No offense. I'm just saying, like, oh, I don't want to kiss Andrew. Oh, gross. I don't want to be kissing cousins with Meghan. Oh, bye.